Hi, my name's Claire. This is Farfield Mill. We've got 4 floors. We've got shop, gallery, artist studios, and lots of lovely heritage. It's a great place to come and visit. It's free entry. Obviously, we're a charity, so we work for donations and things like that.
This is absolutely fabulous, and what a wonderful situation as well. Outside is just so beautiful. I had the opportunity to meet some of your artists and creators, and they're absolutely fabulous. I just think that there's just such a selection of wonderful and unique crafts here. I've never been anywhere like it. It's wonderful. So congratulations to everybody who's involved with it.
Thank you.
Hi everybody. Meet the Maker today is with Carol Yates, artist here at Farfield Mill. Thank you so much, Carol, for inviting us into your studio.
Pleasure.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do, how you came to be here?
Okay. Well, I've always enjoyed being creative, so I've painted really since leaving school at certain periods in my life. Never had a lot of time to devote to it, had a full-time job. And then I visited a gallery it was about 2010 in Holland. And I was inspired by some paintings I saw in a gallery, couldn't afford to buy them. And I thought, I think I'd like to have a go again. So we went along to an art shop, bought myself a set of pastels. That was the medium that I remember being quite good at school. It was probably the best of the mediums at the time, and just got started. And I was quite pleased with what I created, having not painted for some time, especially not with pastel. And it just developed from there. So I started, because I was still working full time, I started as a hobby. Eventually in 2015 started to do a little bit of exhibiting, and then that led me to join a cooperative in Ascrig, one of a little Dales village, just down the road. And then a friend mentioned a studio here, and we decided when one came up that we would come here together, and the rest is history, as they say.
It's a wonderful place with so many other artists here live in their studios. People can come in and see them. It must be really inspiring working with other artists like this.
It is. There's a lot of camaraderie, so it's a really nice team, especially up here on floor 4 where we see a lot of each other. And there are peaks and troughs in the art world. So that camaraderie really helps you through those times when you feel a little bit disheartened, perhaps that you've not sold something for a while. So it's good from that point of view. Plus learning from each other as well. That's really useful.
What is it inspires your art? What do you use as the top? How do you choose a topic for your work, for a piece of work?
It has got to be something that inspires me. I can look at photographs or look at a scene, and it wouldn't do anything for me. But just occasionally, I don't do a lot of landscapes. But when I'm driving, since painting again, I notice colours and shapes, in the landscape a lot more than I used to. And sometimes I will feel inspired by a scene and then get home and try and capture it. But mostly I do wildlife. I like nature, and I love wildlife animals. So, but a photograph has got to capture my imagination. So it isn't just any photograph. I could look through hundreds until I see the one that I really want to paint.
What I noticed looking around your studio at your work is the fine detail, which you don't always associate with pastels because they're quite broad, but you do such incredible fine detail.
Well, a lot of people don't think you can get that from pastel because, as you can see, they're quite chunky. But if you break them, and you will break them, I drop them all the time, they look wonderful as chunks, and then you drop them and then you think, oh no. But actually those pieces are really useful because you can get edges. And the other great thing is that pastel are now created in pencil form. Lots and lots on the market, but I've found a combination of pastel sticks and pencils that work really well together. So you can get fine detail. A lot of people are quite amazed at that, but you can, yeah.
If people are interested in finding out more about your work, they can either come here to Farfield Mill to see you.
Yes.
Do you have a website people can go to?
I do. It's carolyatesart.com, and I do advertise on their workshops. So I'll have introductory workshops. You'll not necessarily leave here with a picture, but it's just showing people, letting them have a go at different types of pastel, different types of papers. There's so many on the market. It's not for me to tell them which are best for them, because they'll find that out for themselves. But I wish I'd had something similar when I first started. It would have saved me a lot of money, and I would have perhaps realised what was best for me a lot earlier on than I did. So I think I'd like to get the message across that I'm learning all the time. I'm keen to share my knowledge and techniques. I'm very honest when people come in here and ask me what I use and how do I get this effect and that effect. I think it's really important that you share that with people. And to be honest, if people did come to a workshop, I want the best for them. I'd like them to go away feeling inspired and for them to take it further. So I think I'd like to get that message across, that I could help them.
Do you also put your work up in external exhibitions?
Yeah, I'm part of an exhibition in May in Harlow Car. So it's Royal Horticultural Society Gardens in Harrogate. And I'm joining a cooperative that I used to belong to in May for a month. And we're exhibiting there as a team. So that should be really good.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much.
It's okay.